Is that what this country needs for the next 4 to 8 years? I don't think we could survive that. So, yeah, that's where I'm going to be.
Who did you support going in?
Anybody who won on the Republican side, which is why you didn't hear me endorse anybody. I'd have taken any one of them. Does that help, Don?
No, he's leaving.
Okay. I've got a quick one. Oh, you want to over here?
Yeah, just, how about your other representatives from the state? Where they stand on Cuba?
Well, I'll use names. Eric Paulson has told me he favors it, but he's not on the bill yet. John Klein is still a Cold War, he's a warrior, right? And he's not there. In fact, John Boehner, this is the other thing that I love, that somebody was accusing me recently of, that he votes for Boehner and he's one of the whatever. I told Boehner what I was going to do, because he was still the one in when I was in July. I said, this is what I'm going to do. And he goes, why the bleep would you ever do that? And I told him why, and his response was, well, good bleeping luck. Guess what? I'm still there.
I've got a question over here, Tom. I go back and forth on whether this is a good idea to open up Cuba or not. I lean towards it hasn't worked what we've been doing, so why not open it up? I think the youth of that country will be the revolution. It's going to take 20 years for them to figure out that there's a whole group of people that have never had freedom there. Generations and generations. So it's going to take a while. They're not going to get it without us being there. And I'm talking about our people at their hotels and the tram. I mean, I want to go down there and rent Harleys and drive around the island. That'd be neat. Because I'll be talking to people around. Now, you're right when you said, and I'm glad you said this, because this was one of my questions. You're right when you said that whether we do this or don't do this, the Castro is going to be just fine. My concern is, okay, now the Castros are going to get money out of this whole deal because they're thieves and they're crooks. My concern is Venezuela, which is falling apart. And Venezuela and Cuba are pretty tight. If we get the Castros to have hundreds of millions of dollars of American tourism money and business money and agriculture money, aren't they just going to take that and run to Venezuela to help prop up that dictatorship? I mean, that's a concern of mine that I've heard from other places too. So have you considered that?
Yes, and in fact, I asked what do you call it? He's not the ambassador, he's the director of the mission or something like that.
Whatever the intersection chief.
The charge d'affaires. Yeah, whatever they call him. I always would call him the ambassador incorrectly because we don't have one yet. But I said to him, why do we need, and I played devil's advocate myself at this deal, I said, why do we need to be there? I mean, everybody is upside down. China's lost 40% of its wealth since August. Russia's struggling because the oil's down. The South American countries, Venezuela, these people are all in trouble. And his response to me was, this is simply too important a piece of ground in the Western Hemisphere for the United States to not be there. Somebody else will absolutely fill it. So it gets us to Venezuela, okay? Venezuela, the arrangement that, the Castros have been basically selling their human capital to other countries for years. So they make money off their people. They created this great healthcare system and they train all these doctors because they send the doctors to Venezuela. And in return for the doctors that they send to Venezuela, Venezuela sends oil to Cuba. Okay? First off, Cuba's going to have more problems. Cuba isn't in a place, in my opinion, they're not in a place to be able to send aid out anywhere at this point. I mean, they're basically hanging on at this point. And once you open it up, let's imagine this for a second. Maybe this will help. Because I don't know the ultimate answer to your question, but I'm going to tell you the things that I've thought about.
I don't think there is an ultimate answer.
Well, I don't think we can predict clearly, but think about this. So you lift the embargo, everybody